Our topic is changing mixed numbers to decimals, which I am drawing from section 1.6 of the book Passing the Minnesota MCA-II Grad Component Mathematics Test, Revised Edition, published by the American Book Company in 2010. A mixed number is one that has an integer component, such as 4, and a fractional component, such as 1/10. And we want to change that to a decimal. And we really do this in two steps. The first step is to simply use the integer that we've been given. So I'm going to have 4, but now I'm going to have a decimal component. So what I need to do is take this 1/10 and figure out how that can be expressed as a decimal. So just as we did in a previous video, we will divide 10 into 1 using long division. I can put in a decimal point and another 0. And I ask, how many times does 10 go into 10? Well, that is 1 time. 1 times 10 is 10. I subtract, and I get a remainder of 0, which tells me I'm done. So I bring up my decimal point, put in a leading 0, and I find that 1/10 is equal to 0.1. The 0.1 comes into my answer. I'm interested in the portion that is to the right of the decimal point, so that's the 0.1 that I really want here. So 4.1. That is my answer. Let's look at another example. In this example, I want to find out what is the decimal equivalent of the mixed number 16 2/3. Well, again, I'm going to take the 16 and I'm going to use that as is. That's the easy part. And now I need to find out, how do I express 2/3 as a decimal? Well, again, I will use long division to see how many times 3 goes into number 2. I can write 2 as 2.0. So I ask, how many times does 3 go into 20? Well, that is 6 times. 6 times 3 is 18. I subtract and I get 2. Again, I had 2 before. So of course, if I bring down a 0, I'm going to get, how many times does 3 go into 20? Well, that's 6. 6 times 3 is 18. And you can see the pattern here. Subtract 2. This is going to continue. So what I'm getting is that this decimal will be 0.66 continued, or 0.repetend6. So now that I have this result, I use it and put it into my final answer to say that the mixed number 16 2/3 is equal to the decimal 16.repetend6. And that is my answer.